Good morning. It's Friday. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Rapid Fire Friday. So I really appreciate you being here. So I'm excited to bring you another episode. Just to let you know, I have officially downloaded all of the episodes to YouTube. So you can check it out. Just search Annette Conrad or Rapid Fire Friday. There are 39 episodes of Rapid Fire Friday available on YouTube for you to binge watch. So I welcome you to follow me there. And we're going to have some fun today. I've got some excellent topics of discussion. And I'm going to have to make it rapid because I know my husband's waiting for me to hop out to the furniture store as we are trying to put some closure to our renovated first floor / kitchen. And there's a couple of pieces that we still need to add to that space. So I'm going to keep it rapid. If you are new to the community, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. And we are 4,000 members strong, and I'm just so delighted that you are sharing your time with me. My name is Annette Conrad. I am the owner and lead creative for a company I founded from a hobby and now is a nationwide business called Edible Impressions. And I'm here to share with you my love and passion for all things decorated cookies and how to transform your business from a hobby. So thank you so much again for being here. What is Rapid Fire Friday? Well, I go through 5 scenarios, questions, or wonderments from the last week, and it's a lot of fun. So it could be something about decorating, it could be something business sense, but I want to get right down to it. So I encourage you, if you have any questions or want to go deeper, I don't take questions live during these, but I always do go in post episode and will answer any of your burning questions. So thank you so much for being here, and give me a shout out if you're with me live this morning, and hello to those that are watching the replay. Okay, after each one, I'm gonna ring the bell and we'll move on to the next one. So it is 5, here we go. So the first one is, I just want to talk a little about cost saving strategies. And this came up because I have a new member who is actually binge watching some of my past master classes. And I thank you for that, because what happens when you watch an older episode or a replay and you make a comment, it brings that episode to the top of the feed, which is fantastic because some of you may have missed those older episodes. So thank you so much for that. And one of the questions was about how I make sugar crystals colors. So a huge time saver, first of all, if you were not aware that you can make your own color sugar, you absolutely can. So what you want to do is grab some of your AA or sanding sugar, it doesn't matter which gradient it is, but what you want to do is make sure you have a glove on or use some type of spatula. But I warn you that you can turn your spatulas different colors if you're not careful, but I like to use the glove method. So get yourself a bowl and put some of that sugar in there. You only need 1 or 2 drops of color gels. I use America Colors for my frosting my colors, and what you want to do is just mix it up really good with your glove and then let it air dry. It dries very, very quickly. The more colorant that you put, the more moist that sugar is going to be. But it is amazing because you can make any shade of any color. The more colorant you put in, of course, the deeper the color is going to be. So really good cost and time saver. Don't spend your time running around looking for all those color sugars. You can make it. For a long time, I was not aware, and it is wonderful because not only do I not have to run around looking, I'm not going to pay so much for the color sugars and sprinkles. So I do love making my own sprinkles, and you only have to make what you need too, which is really nice. So you don't have to have this huge stockpile of sugar. You can make it based on the order that you have. The last thing I'll say is that it is just keep it out of the sunlight. So once you do dry them, put in an airtight container, keep that out of the sunlight because it can tend to fade the color a little bit if you are going to keep it for an extended period of time. All right, so that was that one. And the next one is, how do you increase visibility for your business? What are some efforts you have used before that have been successful? So I just want to bring to your attention, this coming Wednesday, I have the next masterclass as I switch off every other week. One is decorating techniques, the other is business sense, and this week is all about the art of networking. So a couple years back, I did one on collaborating and networking, and I wanted to bring that up again because that is something that comes up time and time and time again, is that you've mastered your craft, but you just don't have visibility in your business. So a couple things that you can do is certainly you can network, you could speak at events, you could get on a podcast, you could create a blog and share that. You could find a strategic partner, so someone that is in your industry or in a complementary industry, and maybe work together on something so that increased visibility for you and for that person. So it's really a win-win. What I like to do, one other strategy that is really helpful is join another group. Okay, stay with me, don't run away, but I encourage you to join another group where you feel that you can, no matter where you are in your level of your journey, you can offer value. And so you only need to know about 10%, maybe 20% more than someone that you can help. So I encourage you, I sometimes rattle off different Facebook groups, but don't join too many because it can be very distracting. So be very selective on what groups you join, but offer to be a moderator. So another great way to increase visibility, depending on what your offer is, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a cookie group. It could be something else. In fact, I just joined a group, which I find very interesting, is called Insights to the Media Room, which I really have really been enjoying the conversations in there. And I'm also starting to offer value. So a great way to gain visibility in your business. One last thing, one more strategy here is what I like to call the give, ask strategy. So it's something that I do. I've created a habit, and we are going to talk about creating habits in a future masterclass, but it's a really nice strategy. That what I mean by that is that, let's say, for instance, testimonials. I typically will offer 3 testimonials before I ask somebody to give one to me. So I feel like I'm really giving back. So what it doesn't necessarily have to be something in my industry. Again, it could be a restaurant. It could be a shop that I went to. It could be an event that I attended. But I'm always trying to give back with giving feedback. But again, I do that give, and then ask. So that's a really nice strategy that has worked really well for me. Okay, on to the next thing. All right, a scenario that came up. I have an order due on February 10th and the 15th. How long can the cookies be sealed and packaged on the counter? Just trying to decide how early I can make the cookies. So this is a really wonderful scenario that came up. So thank you for bringing this up. I think people really underestimate how long the decorated sugar cookies can last. So please work ahead. I always say this, but I had a lot of late nights and a lot of long weekends and some sleepless nights because I always thought that I had to make the cookie the night before or 2 days before or even 3 days before. Now what I do is I am working 7 to 10 days out. Now, of course, I'm being selective based on the variables of the event, where it's going, when they're ultimately going to be consumed, but I have to work far out. Not only because I have a team, but because my clients expect me to work out. I'm sending cookies for trade shows. I'm sending cookies for special events. I'm sending things for a larger gift box. So they can't just be sent the next day or the next 2 days when they also need to organize whatever that presentation is. So just be assured that the moisture in your royal icing is going to protect that cookie. It will keep it moist. Very important. Of course, it has a lot to do with your recipe. So if you're finding that your cookies are drying out, they're cracking, they don't taste good after a few days, even airtight sealed, I would go back and look at your recipe. There might be too much flour. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now, but I'll give you an example. This week, my team and I worked really well together. We forecasted out. We have 2 big orders that are due next week, Wednesday and Thursday. They've been done since Wednesday. So they are packaged, heat sealed, ribbon, tagged, in a box, sealed, ready to go. So we're already working on a large order for the end of next week today. So, and we're not going to work this weekend. So it's really wonderful that know that you can make those cookies in advance. You don't have to stay up late night, and that they will stay fresh for a couple of weeks actually. Okay. And really outside of my holiday season, I'm working ahead and, really trying to work so that I like my weekends, and I know my team likes their weekends. And so we really try to do what we can during the week, always looking ahead. Okay, here we go. Thanks for being here. We got a couple folks live, and thanks for those watching the replay. I know, as I always mention, Friday mornings at 10 are a tough time, but I typically get quite a few people watching the replay. Okay, so I'm going to do a little shout out here, and this is a really, really great topic to talk about. So shout out to Dave Paulman, who is a community member, one of our group experts, and a dear friend. I've known him for years, and I am just so excited to be able to continuously work with him and spend time with him as a friend and just see his business just blossom to so many different avenues. But here's the thing. So the message that I have here with you as I talk about Dave's newest venture is, what is the cost of going deeper, not wider? So what I mean here is that if you have a business, you have an offering, and you have an area of expertise, don't necessarily, kind of reinvent the wheel and start from scratch. If you're looking to offer more value to your clients, to maybe past clients, existing clients, maybe you've got a new target audience, but it's related to your expertise, okay? That's the key here. It's related to your expertise. Think about what other avenues you can go down. And so I'm going to post, when I'm done here, a picture of my grandpup as a puppy and as an adult. So where I'm going here is Dave has taken his area of expertise. He's a phenomenal artist, graphic designer, and marketer. And he has created pet portraits by Dave P. So he's got a Facebook page. I will tag him, but you've got to see these pictures that he is creating of these keepsake pictures of your pets. And they're amazing. So my point is, do your research, find out if there's a demand, and that's exactly what he did. And so he found out that, yeah, there are a lot of people that are doing pet portraits. It's not something that's brand new, but he took something that is unique, something that he can offer, and he put a spin on it. And it's all about the final presentation, as I say. So check it out. It is the coolest thing. And again, he found another avenue that's related to his expertise that doesn't cost a lot, not a big investment, to start offering. So I'm really excited for his new venture, and I'm so excited to have him in the group. So if you ever have any questions about digital, your website, he's got a great landing page on his website, and I will definitely link that. But again, the other thing that he did before I know I can go on and on about this, but is that he found something that's different. Okay, like I said, all the people that are doing pet portraits validated that there's a need, but he's doing something different. He's providing that final presentation, and he's also doing something different. So this whole puppy and adult picture, no one's doing. So it's super cool. Okay. All right. So I think, oh my gosh, I'm just blazing through these. So I don't want to disappoint Larry, because we got to get to that furniture store. Okay. All right. So the last one is, let's see here. So I just recently joined. I have played with decorating cookies for fun for years, mostly Christmas cookies, but they're not very good. Has always intrigued me and would like to improve, but my problem is I'm not an artist, okay? Everyone's cookies are so beautiful and artistic. Are there tricks or special items to purchase that will help them come out looking beautiful, or do I need an artistic flair? So this is a really good topic of conversation too. So I want you guys to know I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist. I feel like I'm a creative, and I think that I've got interesting ideas. And I think, my personality and my character and all of those things, you see through my cookies. But no, I'm not this huge artist. I find inspiration from all over. So I think to be able to offer beautifully decorated cookies, don't feel like you need to, first of all, compare yourself to other people. Yes, there are amazing artists out there. There are some people that are doing amazing things with cookies, whether they're painting or airbrushing or creating three-dimensional cookies. It's just amazing what's out there. And yeah, if I were to look at that, well, I can't compare to that. Oh my gosh. But again, that's not my personal unique offering. So that's number one kind of advice there. So, but just know that there's lots and lots of inspiration out there. So, I always say don't copy, but just mirror. Use your resources. You will find your own flair. And really, it does come down to practice. So never say never. Never say like, oh, I could never do that. You've got to practice, and you've got to just put the time into it. So I think that's really important. My kitty cat is meowing behind me here, so sorry about that. And then my 2 cents here also is that a lot of it comes down to the consistency of the frosting. So you might have that artistic flair in your cookies, but maybe they just don't look as clean and precise as other cookie decorators. It might just be that your frosting is off a little bit in terms of the consistency. So I encourage you to go back to watch my 3-part series of royal icing consistencies. I did piping, dipping, and flooding. So once you master that, take some time, practice, and your decorating presentation will come around with some practice, because believe me, everybody has started from scratch, just about. All right, so I blazed through those, not too bad. Just want to let you know as I conclude these episodes with what is coming up. So on Wednesday, we've got the art of networking. Super excited, February 15th, I'm going to be demonstrating the Choco Changer product through Sugar Prism. So we're talking cookies and chocolate. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. February 22nd is going to be, I'm a little confused and tired. What social media platform should I use for my business? And then really exciting, I'm going to be posting soon, is March 1st. I'm going to do wood grain techniques. I've counted already 7 ways that I know that I've done that you can create a wood grain effect for your cookies. So that's going to be posted soon. You can always go to the events section to see the past classes and anything that's coming up. I do encourage you, as always, to go to AnnetteConrad.com to pick up your free resources. And if you feel you're getting value from this, I welcome you to buy me a cup of coffee and leave me a little tip in my tip jar. So I appreciate it. Every little bit of contribution is very much appreciated. As I do take time, I do plan for these. I'm so glad to bring you these helpful resources, and hope